Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for clicking onto this video, and please don't forget to subscribe before you leave. So for today's video, I really felt like jumping in and playing with some color today. I did a really deep, dark, sultry tutorial the last time I did a tutorial. I will link that up here in case you guys missed it, but that left me really craving my bright, fun, springy, summery colors. So that's when I decided to do this look here. It's a twist on a classic flame eye look that I do. It's a go-to look of mine for the summertime. I love the pops of color together. I added a little bit more bright fuchsia pink. It's actually the exact same color as my top, just to really spice up the look a little bit. I love the way it turned out. Today we're gonna be using no other than the Jawbreaker palette. Guys, this is the perfect summer palette. If you don't have it, get it. It's the perfect summer palette. It's the perfect spring palette. You could even pretty much use this in fall. The only thing it doesn't really have is a lot of deep browns. So if you're a neutral person, it's not really gonna be your favorite palette, but every makeup person, every person in general, in my opinion, who likes to use makeup and use eyeshadows needs to have a really colorful, vibrant palette in their collection. And this is honestly the perfect colorful palette. I love the glitter too. It's a little bit out there and different, so you could technically just leave it without the glitter, but I really wanted to make it pop and do something different, so I added in the glitter as well. And yeah, guys, if you want to see a tutorial on how I got this fun, fresh spring look, then please keep watching. Okay guys, let's jump right in. So we're gonna jump in with Jawbreaker. We're gonna start with our first shade, and that's gonna be the shade. So we're gonna jump in with my Wayne Goss 16. This is a big fluffy blender, so I'm gonna dip into that shade, and we're just gonna start to work that into the crease. Now my eye is already primed with some Tarte Shape Tape. I've also put some translucent setting powder, just because I want a really immaculate, easy blend today. And I find when I put translucent, it really helps to do that. So we're just starting by placing that on the corner here. I'm using circular motions as well as rocking. And I am just literally working that right into the crease. And I've mentioned this before, if you're hooded-eyed like me and you have trouble getting into that really inner corner, it really helps to just tilt your head a little bit. That way you could just get right in there. I'm so happy to be doing this look for you guys. Honestly, this color combo, it works for me. I feel like it blends itself. It's like such a pleasure to do, you know? So we're just continuing to work that shade on. And I'm doing, again, windshield wiper motions as well as circular. Okay, once we've taken that shade to about here, we're ready to dip in with our next color. For that, I'm gonna be dipping in with my Tom Ford number 11 brush. We're gonna go in with this shade here, Wow. I'm gonna load that up onto the brush. It's like a flat packer brush, I would say. And I like it for when I just want to place color on a very specific location. I want to make sure we bring it right to the inside of the eye as well. It's okay if the lid gets messy because we're going to be going in and cutting it with a concealer anyway. Once we've taken that shade to about here, we're going to be dipping in now with the orange, which is called Suck. I'm going to take that on a smaller blender. This is my Morphe M441. So I'm just going to load that up onto my brush, and I'm going to place it again in that corner with pat, pat, pat motions, and then just kind of drag it along through the crease as well and start to blend it with the other colors we've laid out. So how are you guys staying busy during this quarantine? I've really delved back into my makeup. I've been doing a little light online shopping. I'm gonna do a big haul video for you guys, so make sure you tune in soon. I'm gonna be doing a giant unboxing with you guys. I'm super excited about that. So excited to try some new products. How about you guys? Like, what are you doing to stay really busy? It's a really challenging time for some people, but honestly, I feel like it's getting better. I'm feeling less depressed nowadays. What about you guys about this whole, quarantine situation? I feel like maybe there's an end coming soon. Like, I really have no idea. I'm really hoping so that we can move on with our summer, our spring. We really haven't got to experience spring. Now I'm gonna go in with our first red shade, and that's gonna be Licorice here. I'm going to take that onto a MAC 221 synthetic brush, and I'm just going to concentrate this in the corner here. using, again, pat, pat, pat motions. Guys, this is such an approachable look. I say it for all my looks. I know, I'm so repetitive, but this is such an approachable, easy look. A lot of people love to do like a flame eye moment, and this is honestly so pretty. So easy to achieve as well. So I am just literally placing that on. I'm using teeny tiny circular motions as well as rocking, just to run that through the crease all the way to the tear duct. Once we've taken it here, we're ready to dip in with our next shade. That's gonna be this shade here called Raspberry. I love it. It's such a perfect red. It's like a berry red color, obviously. It's called Raspberry. I'm taking that on that same MAC 221. And again, like I did, I'm just putting it onto the corner and very lightly running it through the crease, just a little lower than what I placed that last color. Okay, so once we've taken it here, we're ready to cut the crease. For that, I'm gonna be going in with my MAC 242. Now this is coated with the ColourPop No Filter Concealer. I love cutting my crease with this stuff, so that is what I'm gonna do. Now, I learned a little cool trick from Manny, actually. Manny MUA, he's also here on YouTube if you guys haven't heard of him, which I'm sure you have, obviously. If you place the concealer just down right next to your eyelid, like kind of like in a line, and then look up, it's gonna print in the shape that you need to go with. So it's like taking my little thing that I do and just taking it and making it even easier. So it's like when you draw that line will also cut up there, if that makes sense. So I'm just gonna go ahead and cut the crease. All right, the crease is cut and we're ready to go in with our shimmers. So for that, the first color I'm gonna be going in with is Lemon Drop. I'm gonna be using that same MAC 242 brush. I've just wiped off the concealer on my pants, and then I'm going to dip right in just because I wanna make sure I get my edges nice and clean. And we're just gonna place that on, just like that, pat, pat, pat. Load it up onto the eyelid. I love these colors together. I don't know what it is. I feel like they just work so well together. And we're pretty much packing this on the entire lid. Okay, once that color has been placed on, we're ready to go in with our next, and that's going to be Orange Juice, this beautiful orange shimmer. That is why I love this palette. Literally, all the shimmer shades that you don't have are in here. Like, it's just, it's so fun. It's such a creative, fun palette. Classically what we'd expect from Jeffree. So I am just placing that on in between where I put that yellow and where the red matte is, because we're gonna start building up our gradient. And again, I am just using pat, pat, pat motions to put that on. And once you've placed that color and you've kind of veiled it over top of that yellow, so you're getting that gradient, we're gonna go in with our last shimmer, and that's gonna be this And What shade here. And I'm just going to, with that same brush, super simple look, guys. Like I said, anybody can do it, and that's a promise. I'm gonna place that right on the outer corner. Just gonna tie everything together, make it all look nice and blended. Okay guys, that's pretty much it for the upper portion for the shadow part of the lid. What I'm gonna do is quickly hop off camera, draw a winged liner with my Too Faced Better Than Sex as per usual. Then I'm gonna put on a pair of Lily lashes. Today I am wearing the faux Lily lash in the style NYC. But yeah guys, I'm gonna go quickly hop off camera, do that, and I will be on to do the rest of the eye look with you. Okay guys, lashes and liner are on. Now, if you like this style of look, you can absolutely leave it here and move on to the lower lash line. But because I'm extra and I want to add a pop to this look, I have done this look before in very similar tutorials, so I really wanted to make it a little bit different. So I'm going to be going in now with my Urban Decay Heavy Metals in Midnight Cowboy. Now this, if you guys don't know, it's a very infamous liner. It's all over YouTube here. People use it in tutorials all the time. It pretty much comes on this really teeny tiny like liner brush, I would say. We're gonna draw along where we cut our crease and stop right before where it turns red. And then what I'm gonna also do is kind of bring it onto the eyelid where the yellow is, so it kind of looks like it's spilling on and out. If that makes any sense, it probably doesn't. So for that, like I said, we're just going to line where we cut. So I'm just going to trace along that. And because we've already done the cut crease, it makes it so much easier, and you just kind of just literally trace along that cut and maneuver whichever way you feel is necessary for you to get right in there. And take your time with this. There's no rushing. You don't want to mess up with a bunch of sparkle. So really take your time, really get that inner corner. So once you've traced that cut, we're just going to kind of haphazardly now backlit all over where we see that yellow. So we're now ready to do the lower lash line. For that, we're gonna dip back in with this baby. I'm gonna start with dipping in with this shade here, Suck. So I'm taking that on a flat liner brush. This is my MAC 212. And I'm just going to stamp along the waterline, just like that. And bring it a nice amount in, but do leave that little place right next to your tear duct open because we're going to be going in with yellow. So now I'm going to dip in with this licorice shade here. I'm going to focus this on the outer corner of the eye. Just like that, just stamp it on the outer corner. Then I'm going to take some of this Wow yellow shade. I'm going to put that right in the inner corner. It should look something like this at this step. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go in with the shade that won't be named. I'm gonna take a super small blender brush. This is my Wayne Goss 20. And I'm just going to very lightly smoke out what we just placed down. So now for that inner corner, what I'm gonna do is go into this lemon drop shade here. I'm taking a very small packer brush. This is actually for your inner corner. This is an E46 inner corner brush from Sigma. So I'm going to take that Sigma brush and I'm gonna load it up with lemon drop, and I'm going to put it right in that inner corner, as well as a little bit on the lower lash line in that inner corner part, if you know what I mean. So that's pretty much it for the shadow on the lower lash line. What I'm gonna do now is quickly put on some mascara. As per usual, for that I'm using my Milk Makeup Kush mascara. I'm also gonna go in with a nude liner. For that I'm using my NARS Rue Bonaparte gel liner. Such a good liner, by the way, in case you guys were curious. And then I'm going to hop back on, take these silly ears off, and show you guys the finished look. Okay guys, kitty ears are gone, and this is the finished look. I love the way this turned out. This color combo has to be one of my favorite. I do it all the time. It's my go-to springy summer fresh pop of color vibe. There's just something about working with reds and oranges and yellows for me. For whatever reason, like, they blend themselves out. I always love my eye look so much when I use these type of colors, and I love the glitter, how it pops and makes everything a little bit different and spicy. And yeah guys, that's pretty much it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Please make sure to give this video a like if you like this style of video. Please make sure to leave me some comments down below. What would you like to see next? I have a bunch of makeup orders coming in. The Sephora sale just happened, so get ready for some giant Sephora haul videos. I know how much you guys enjoy those. And yeah, guys, please make sure to leave me a comment of what you'd like to see next. And please don't forget to subscribe. It really helps me out when you guys subscribe. And I will catch you on the next video. Bye, guys. Thank you.